Welcome back to Life with Nana. I'm Nana and happy fall, y'all. I am so excited about fall getting here and being able to use our crock pots to have meals ready to go. I think that using your crock pot is just a brilliant thing to do when you are, say you're both working and you want to put a nice meal on the table. Crock-pot's the answer right there. This is Crocktober, and we are going to make tortellini taco lasagna, which sounds fabulous. So I had this pack of tortellini left when I had bought two when I went to the store. And so the first thing we need to do is to get an onion chopped. And then I'm going to move you guys over by the stove and we are going to saute up some hamburger meat and do these onions. I think these are going to be great. Should have got a bowl. I always forget that. What we're going to need for this is 1 pound of ground beef. I have that defrosting over in the sink. 1 small onion diced. I have that already here. 1/2 cup of water. 1 packet of taco seasoning mix. And it seems strange that you're going to add the taco mix and also add 1 24-ounce jar of spaghetti sauce. Okay, so in my skillet I have a little bit of olive oil. I'm going to turn my eye up on high so I can get everything hot. My biggest thing this whole year has been use what you have, if possible, and try not to throw things away. Reinvent them. I love True Grit Appalachian Ways, and if you haven't checked their channel out, Megan and Andy, she does this so well, and she does it a lot of times. Like she might cook, I saw her on a video yesterday where she had cooked this big pork roast. Well, they ate that for supper one night, and then the next night she made pork and beans, and then the next she said she was probably going to make tacos. So this is how you do things. You cook one thing that is pretty good size, like a roast or something, and then you turn it into different things, and it works out really great. So let me get me a spatula here, and we're going to cook these onions until they get sort of translucent. I'm going to put some salt in here. We will be resalting the meat and everything as we go. I'm really looking forward to this recipe. You guys really showed up and showed out with the chicken tortellini soup. Y'all really liked that video. And I was going back to some of my older videos, the fried pie video. If you haven't seen that, go check that out. Y'all really like that too. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you so, so much. You do not know how much I appreciate you sitting down and watching a video of mine and giving it a thumbs up and sharing it and leaving a comment. I love it when you leave a comment. There's a new feature on YouTube, and they're rolling it out slowly, so you may not see it on your device yet. And I see it on my phone. I don't see it like if I'm watching on TV, I don't see it. But it's called Hype the Video. Hype. Hype. Hype the Video. It doesn't cost you a dime, and if you can do it 3 times a week, I think. So you could hype this video if you have that feature, and then you could do another video, or you could hype this one 3 times, whatever. And what it does is it pushes us out into that algorithm so that YouTube goes, yeah, these videos, people are watching them, people want to see these. And it really helps the channel out. And I would really appreciate it if you would hype the video if you have that feature. I know, I ask a lot I ask you all the time to like and share and comment and subscribe and do all the things. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does cost you some time. And I'm aware of that. And I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. Our channel is growing, and it's growing pretty fast. I can't believe how fast it's going right now. We're still a baby channel. We are. That's okay. But right now I'm really enjoying, the last time I checked, I think we had 323 subscribers. And I really do enjoy talking with you. You just always know Nana loves you, and if I don't answer you, it's because I haven't seen it yet. I will see it. I check 3 or 4 times a day to make sure that I'm seeing your comments and answering questions and doing things like that. The comments have been wonderful. I have enjoyed all the comments from all over the world, and it's just amazing to me. And I appreciate you guys. I do. And I love you so much. And I know people, I heard somebody say one time, well, you say that too much. You say I love you too much. No, you can never say I love you too much. Take it from someone who knows. Losing a grandchild, I will tell you right now, you cannot tell people enough how much you love them and what they mean to you. My dad was so great about that. My mom and dad both. You did not leave the house without saying, I love you, and giving them a hug. Because they were always afraid, you know. They didn't live in fear, I'm not saying that, but, you know, they never wanted you to leave. And if something bad happened, it'd be the last time they saw you, and they forgot to say, I love you. They never forgot. I can tell you that. They never forgot. All right, so I'm going to get my ground beef out of this water over here and get it put in here. This is onion powder and garlic powder. Not salt, it's just granulated garlic. And this one has some of my homemade, that's why it's a little more powdery, but it works well, works really good. So we're going to start breaking this up. Talking about the way that my mom and dad were. My dad was a really good cook too. And, you know, if my mom didn't feel well or something, he could whip up a meal. You know, he felt just as responsible to getting those meals whipped up as she did. And so it might be breakfast, or he really liked to cook a steak in an iron skillet or something like that. But he was a good cook, and there was always something on the table for us to have. And looking back on it, I really do appreciate it, and I'm so thankful that that was the way they were, because, you know, there's so many parents today that are not that way. I mean, it's sad, but that's just the truth of it. That's why I think this series in October, the Crockpot series, I think it is so good, because if both of you are working, and nowadays, most of the time, both husband and wife have to work, so you can put something on in the morning, and you can have a meal when you walk through the door. You might have to throw some biscuits in the oven, or some rolls in the oven, or whatever it is, but you can have a meal, you know, right there as soon as you come home from work. And that's really powerful when you are trying your best to make a living, raise your children, spend time with them, spend time with your husband or wife, significant other. Uh, and I can tell you guys, women love it when men cook for you. They do. And ladies, it's the reverse also. We all know that. Men love it when you cook. Turn my heat up just a little bit because I want to get this. I want to get some brown on this. You hear me say that all the time. I want to get some little brown bits on this, so that's going to give you that flavor that we're looking for in our dish. This dish has a lot of flavor anyway. Now I'm going to be using my homemade marinara, which is very flavorful, but it's also going to have taco seasoning. So. It's going to be really good. Really, really good. I feel much better. I told you in the last video I haven't been feeling well. But I do feel better today. And so I'm hopeful that whatever it was is gone. I think it was a combination of starting a new medication and just grief. The doctor that I went to see, he said, no wonder you're tired. No wonder you don't feel good. He said, grief will do that to you. He said, grief will show up in so many ways physically. And we don't necessarily take that into consideration when we're thinking about someone who's dealing with grief. And long-term grief, like for us it's been 4 years. It's I think we'll always have that grief, right? So, and if you lose a spouse or you lose a child or anybody that you lose, I still grieve for my mom, and she's been gone for 25 years. I just can't even put that into words, that my mom's been gone for 25 years, and I still grieve for her. I think that is a human condition. It shows you love that person, right? So there's no shame in being sad. There's no shame in grieving. Don't let anybody tell you that you should be over it by now. No. If that person in your life that's gone now, if you love them the way that we loved our baby, he wasn't a baby, he was 17. He will always be a baby to me, but he was 17 years old, and, just knowing all the things, right? All the things that you were looking forward to. And so you're going to grieve long term. There's no getting away with. Nobody gets out of this life without some grief, some sadness. As believers, we know we're living in a fallen world. We know that we know who's running this world, and so as believers, we have to do a lot of praying. And so I'm going to ask you, as a friend, as Donna, to pray for our family. Pray for the loss of our grandchild. We also have lost a grandchild by miscarriage. Pray for our sons and daughter-in-laws. Pray for our whole family. And if you have any prayer requests, put them in the comments. Nana will pray for you. I promise you. I will. When I'm sitting there and I'm reading the comments, if you say, pray for me, I will pray for you that instant. That's how I believe. My friend Joyce, who went to be with the Lord in February, she taught me that. She was like a spiritual mentor, and she taught me that. She said, if somebody asks you to pray for them, you stop right then, and you pray for them. So I do that. And sometimes, it might be in the middle of Walmart, and you're thinking, Well, okay. I probably look weird, but you know what? People will come around, and sometimes people will even gather in and they'll pray too. And I think it's a wonderful thing when we pray for each other. All right, so we're going to move back to the other side of the kitchen. All right, so I have my pot, my crock pot. Now these were the slow cooker liners that I was talking about. And my daughter-in-law, when they moved, she had several boxes. I had several boxes. And so I've kind of been saving these because I'm trying to get away from using them. So if I take the crock pot to church, I will use one of these because that's easy cleanup. There's no shame in using these. I'm not saying that at all. But today, we're going to use some nonstick spray. My dishwasher does a fabulous job. I was blessed with a really good dishwasher. So it says to cook the ground beef 8 to 10 minutes. We've done that. Add the onion. We did that. We need to add our seasoning mix and a half a cup of water and mix that together. So let me do that really fast. Just looking for my little board to set this on. All right, so we have our taco seasoning in here really well. Let me get my little pry lid. Now, it calls for one 24-ounce jar of spaghetti sauce. This is 2 cups. So it's going to take a jar and a half. And I'll save what's left, the half a jar. I will save it for a pizza or something. All right. And we'll put that in the refrigerator for a pizza. All right. That looks super good. I want to get this mixed up really well, and then I want to taste it and see if I need to add anything. That's really good. I think I'm going to add just a little bit more garlic powder to it. Definitely a little bit more salt. Because remember, we're also flavoring all this tortellini. That's good. Okay. All right. I'm going to put these tortellini down in the bottom. This is going to be so, so good. And then you can pour this over the tortellini. I'm going to get just a tad bit of water. And we're going to put this in our crock pot over here, and we're going to cook it. I'm going to turn mine on high simply because we usually eat around 2 o'clock. I think this will be done. Everything is really almost cooked, so it's just going to have to come up to temperature. I'm going to turn it up on high. We'll keep a close eye on it. All right, so our tortellini taco lasagna is almost ready. And I'm about to put the mozzarella cheese. I have 2 cups of mozzarella cheese. And this has been in the freezer, so Gonna take it a few minutes to do its thing. And my plan was to do this biscuit recipe in the slow cooker also, but I've let time get away from me, as we do sometimes, and so I'm going to do it in the oven. Alright, so I have my oven preheating at 375. I'm going to spray down my pan here. And you would do this exactly the same if you were putting it in the slow cooker. I just want to get these done because I have let time slip by. I got busy doing something else and let it get away from me. So it says 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. One tablespoon of Italian seasoning, and this is my own blend. Use whatever you would like. One cup of Parmesan cheese. And you can use whichever kind of cheese that you prefer. I think that Parmesan is going to go well with this dish. So we're going to mix this up. Get that good and mixed up. And I'm using biscuits from the store. You use whichever one you want to do. And I'm just going to kind of, it says you to shake them, but this Parmesan's a little thick to do that. It's not going to want to stick to it, so I'm going to do it this way. I am just going to take what's in this bag and sprinkle over these. These are going to be very well seasoned. Okay, so a half a cup of butter is a whole stick, so I just got a whole stick out. It doesn't say to melt this. So I'm just going to put about a tablespoon slice on each one of these. Okay, I think our biscuits are ready, so let's get them out of the oven. They look absolutely wonderful. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Love it. So let's pull these apart and see if they are done. They are done. So my slow cooker is out of your view, but it looks, I'm gonna push this over. We'll unplug it and pull it over here, and maybe you can kind of see how it looks. So let's fix just a little bit. Papa's coming unfed in there. I got that expression from Celebrating Appalachia. Matt, he says that a lot. If you've never watched Celebrating Appalachia, I really encourage you to do so. They have a wonderful channel. Tipper and Matt Presley. Wonderful family, wholesome, loving. I can't say enough good things about it. All right, now you can put a little more cheese on this if you need to, but I kind of think we have enough on here with the cheese tortellini and the cheese that we have in here. Yeah. I was not sure about the taco seasoning and the tomato sauce, but it's good. It's so, so good. Yum. I just want a little taste. Y'all, I don't even know what to tell you about this. This is so, so good. Please try this recipe. It is so delicious and it is so easy to do. And you can do these in the crock pot too if you want to. This is fantastic. I cannot tell you how great this is. It is super. I love tortellini, and I hope that you enjoy this video as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. Remember, Nana loves you. Remember, I'm so, so proud of you. I always have a friend here. And I'll see you on the next one.